What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my crypto journey. My name is Rodney, and I finally had time to catch up on the Terareum AMA that happened yesterday over on Dean, the Crypto Stacker's YouTube channel. I'll put a link to the entire video in the description down below. Make sure you go give Dean some love, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. Now, of course, we had Ozam Austin there, we had RD Price there, and of course, the entire Terareum dev team. Now, this video is an hour and a half long, and it is jam-packed with a ton of information about the Terareum project. But today, we're going to be focusing on one of the main issues, which was what everybody wants to know about. What the hell happened when it came to the whole allegedly faked Binance.us listing? What the hell happened? What was the situation? Now, the interesting thing is, in this video, Dr. P provided the transaction hash for the listing payment, which was $180,000. Now, we're going to get into BSC Scan a little later and follow the transaction and see exactly where that transaction goes and what happened with that money. Now, a lot of people said that they faked this listing to pump the price. A lot of people said that they got scammed. No matter what happened, it was a huge mistake for the project overall, right? It was a huge mistake, right? I mean, they had a ton of momentum. That listing pumped the price. And then when people found out it wasn't true, it dumped the price, right? Now, they explain what they think happened and what's going on and how they're going to move forward with it, not move on from it, because they still want to pursue legal actions in some sort of way. And we'll get into that right now. But I think it's very, very interesting once you see what happens in the BSC scan. So let's go ahead and watch a couple minutes of the AMA so we can kind of set it up. And then we'll go ahead and dive into the BSC scan.
Will happen at the end of the day, right? So let's put forth the thought process and get the things on board.
Austin?
Yeah, I just have just a couple questions. I know we want to move on from this. And I guess the one thing that I think needs to be addressed from at least my community is they keep saying lawsuit, like you guys are filing a lawsuit. And it's like, this is not, I just want to make it clear from you guys, like you guys aren't filing a lawsuit with Binance, right? I mean, because that seems to be circulating is that this lawsuit. And I just want to clear that up.
We are looking into a legal aspect of it, right? See, because it's not $10, it's not $20, it's $180,000. And it happened through their channel, through their medium, right? Because tomorrow, being a centralized exchange by ourselves, if somebody scams our portal using the things, who should be held liable at the end of the day? Terareum, right? We should be held liable. The same way applies to Binance as well. It happened through their portal, and justice is the same for all. It should be applied to them as well.
Now, I would think one of the things we failed to mention, though, is that, look, if Binance US is not announcing that they're listing you first, I don't think you should do a listing announcement, because that would destroy whatever agreement you had. Because we all know in this space that the exchanges need to announce it first before you announce it, or it just destroys the deal. Now, their argument was, we paid the money. They said they were going to announce the listing this day. They didn't announce it. So we went ahead and jumped the gun to kind of force their hand. I'm not sure if it works like that, but that was the reasoning. But let's continue on with the video.
Okay. And then the next thing is the question was how come?
First of all, Dr. Ramanalu, he's cool, but he looks evil as hell right here. The lighting's off, right? Let's continue.
The aspect is we are establishing communication with Binance not only on this medium as well as on our centralized exchange medium as well. So at the end of the day, this matter is going to come to light through their portal as well. And we will be making the discussion with them. See, business is something, cheating is something else. So, and not responding to that is something else. We're not over here trying to give free money out for everybody, right? We need the listing, we paid for it. So we'll work forward.
And the major takeaway point should be we're trying to protect the community.
Correct.
Because tomorrow, X project is going to come forward and they're going to be, they're going to be in the same boat as we were a month ago. And
so they're saying like, hey, we paid the $180,000 to a legit entity. Well, let's jump into the BSC scan and see exactly what happens. Now, you should know that Binance says that they use all of their listing fees for donations, right? They donate all of their listing fees to the Binance Charity Foundation. So very, very interesting. And if you can go ahead and click the Charity Foundation website, you can see that, yeah, in fact, they do donate all of their listing fees to a foundation. So that's pretty interesting. That's cool that they do that. So that's where it goes. And they said it's easily trackable on the blockchain. Okay, so if we go to Ozam Austin's page, he actually has the Binance transaction hash up. We can see that, hey, this is $180,000 sent to this address from Dr. P's wallet, right? So we can go ahead and follow this transaction, and we can see that $180,000 was sent to this wallet. And then it was sent out in 2 different transactions. Now, to me, this looks already suspicious, but let's keep following the transactions, right? We'll follow the $30,000 one. And if you keep following, just keep following it out. Just keep going, keep going. It's kind of a lot, right? Just keep going out, right? They end up in the same wallet again. Keep following the transaction out. Keep following the $180,000, right? We'll follow the $30,000 again. That was split. And then it takes us to this page where you see that $30,000 was split up into in a very, very suspicious way. Let me move my face here. It was split up in a very, very suspicious way. Look at all this, right? And you would think like, hey, this is suspicious as hell. Like, this looks like people are getting paid. The scammers are getting paid. Like, hey, here's your part of the scam. You know what I mean? Like, good job, good job, good job, whatever. But if you go one step further, and I feel like people didn't go one step further, you can see that these are all Binance hot wallet transactions, right? They were sent to the Binance hot wallet. Well, hot wallets are what some of these exchanges use, right? These are wallets connected to the internet, right? Connected to the web. And if you go and click on the hot wallets, you can see that the activity you would see in a hot wallet looks regular. Like, this is what you would see in a hot wallet. You would see a bunch of different transactions coming in from listing fees, from all kinds of things going to Binance.us or just Binance in general, right? So this looks normal. So if you follow the transaction, the $180,000 listing fee that was paid 36 days ago, you can see it ultimately ends up here in Binance hot wallets. So I don't know what's going on. Are they telling the truth? Did Binance get something wrong? Did someone make a scam wallet that has the Binance Hot Wallet 6 name? But if they did, then why would there be transactions coming in every 30 seconds? That wouldn't make any sense to me. So it seems like the Terareum team is telling the truth. And if there's some blockchain experts out there who can really, or not even blockchain experts, but Etherscan or BSC Scan experts, it's all the same, right? Who can kind of do this a little better. But this is what I'm seeing when I follow the transactions. It ultimately ends up here in Binance's hot wallets. So the payment went to eventually a Binance hot wallet, and every single transaction that I pulled up, you know, that I just was at, they all lead here. So it's like the money went here. So what, you know what I mean? So I don't understand what's going on. It's a little confusing. Very, very interesting. So anyways, let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you think of what's going on here? I'll put a link to the transaction hash and you can go ahead and dig around if you want to. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.